Hey, I'm watching Germa on my monitor. Germa playing The Sims 2. Yeah, anyway. Parents do be out for vacation. 2 more weeks. So I'm kind of living my best life. I spent my mom's money on some monster. They sell 4 packs at my not-so-local grocery store, and I was like, why not? €5? Sure. Spent like $30 in total on food so far across 4 days, which went shopping twice. And I've kind of been having a good time. I overslept, sadly, today at school, and I had something important to do. Something I actually wanted to do. I had to talk to a teacher about transferring me for like a week or two to a different class to check out what they're doing because I want to be a painter. Not like an art painter, like a guy who does walls. Yeah. And I literally yesterday, it happened again that all of my classes were canceled. I don't know if I talked about this before, but one of my teachers got sick. So since I don't have a lot of class each day with different teachers, it's mostly like a huge block of class with the same teacher. So on Mondays, half of my class is just not happening because one of my teachers is sick. And it happened twice now that I've driven to school, and while like on the school bus or while I just arrived at school, someone in like the class group chat will be like, hey, they just announced that our other teacher is also not coming to school. So that happened 2 weeks ago. He was there last week, and then this week again decided like, I don't feel like going to class today. I'm gonna change it at like 7 a.m. when I'm already halfway there, like in the next city, and I can't even just whatever. It was fine. I got to do morning shopping, and I got cereal. But specifically overly sugary cereal, which is something that I never get to have because we don't have that here. So that's what I've been eating. Sugary cereal. This morning I woke up at 3 p.m. because stayed up until 5 because I'm really smart with like spacing my time and shit. But I was doing something important, okay? Artistic vision was hitting me in the head with a crowbar, and I was like, I have to draw right now. I had a depressive episode yesterday from like 10 to 2 a.m. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Not like a full ass day. I have to do my laundry. My laundry has been inside of the thing for 24 hours. Damn. I gotta do that so it doesn't mold. Did you know that happens? Your laundry's gonna mold if you leave it in the laundry thing too long. But yeah. I drew a lot. I started experimenting with charcoals. Those are over there on my floor. It's pretty depressing. Yeah. And then I was like, you know what I need to draw? I drew this one leg. Oh my god, that is so zoomed in. I drew this leg, and I was like, man, that's a good, like, knee and leg and, like, half. And then I drew a foot, and as you can see, it says, dude, I don't know, with question marks. And you can see that this is not a very great foot. Mainly because it's too small. And then I was like, why don't I study feet? And then I did. I looked at my own foot, and then I drew it. And then I did, like, notes, and then I broke it down, and I broke it down some more, and I did a freehand, and I drew it from a different angle, and I did another freehand, and then I put more shapes and stuff, and I connected shit, and I'm doing my science. This one is out of my head as well, and you can tell it's not that great. Got some simplification. This one, this is basically what I did. I just looked at my foot, and then I drew it. Another foot, comparing it to a hand, another cartoony foot. These were here first, but because it was such a big page and this was all that was on it, I was like, why don't I use this? And then I ran out of space, and I did some more over here, did it more cartoony, like, I think this one looks pretty funny, but it was also referenced, this one. I don't actually like these, they're, like, a bit too, like, wide, and the proportions are kind of off. Here's more simplification down to bean. Feet are beans. These, which I think are pretty sick. I really like this one. I free-handed this. Can you believe it? These are both free-handed. Awesome. And then I drew myself, and I used my knowledge to draw some feet. And I put sock garters on it, which in retrospect looks kind of like suggestive now because like if there were no clothes in general, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's like before you put clothes on the character during the sketch fight. But he just has sock garters because I like sock garters. I just think they look cool. Like there's another one. But now it looks like he's meant to be naked, which is not the case. That's pretend he has clothes on. I just didn't feel like drawing the clothes because I actually did quite like the body I drew here. This is the thing. I can only draw good from like 3 to 5 a.m. But yeah, and this I called this one showing off because it's like, ooh, look, he's got like, stop doing that. He's got the hands and he's got feet because like showing off, and alternatively evolution because this is how I usually like would draw my persona, just like normal, like obviously very cartoony, but like top body, human, and then stumps, just little nubs, like feet, because I didn't know how to draw feet. But yeah, I really like this one. It's very nice drawing. I did this without reference. Very proud of myself. And then I did some, like, reference drawings. Look at all these feet. Please, if you have a foot fetish, don't look. You will come. But here it says foot, which is wrong. These are more than 1 foot. Time drawings, line of action, because that's a website. Really good website. Oh my god. If you are an artist and you don't know about line of action, let me tell you. You can go to different, like, categories. You select, like, what you want to draw, and I selected the category of feet. You can even select the gender. You can do, like, male red or female red people. I just did both because it's a foot. And to me, feet have no gender. Pansexual foot fetishists be like. But yeah. And then it, like, you can select a time interval. There's like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and you can also input your own. I did 2 minutes. And then it just shows you random pictures of like your target if you want to draw. So I just got a lot of foot pictures, obviously, and with a little timer at the top, and it says 2 minutes, and so it'll just keep that picture on the screen for 2 minutes, and then after 2 minutes, it switches to a different one. And these are all like very well shot, professional like pictures. Maybe there are feet models actually, I don't know, but it's just people's feet. Or like any other body part or like figures in general. They have everything. So you just go there to learn how to draw quicker. And I was recommended this by a friend like ages ago because this friend, let me fucking tell you, dude, they are so good at live drawing, it's actually scary. The way that like sometimes when we meet up in like bigger groups of people, oopsie, at some point they will just sit on the side somewhere, not talking and sketching, and then in the end they'll have the entire scene sketched out and it looks so good every time. I shit my pants at their skill. Anyway, I didn't have enough space, so sometimes they like started overlapping into each other, which isn't great, but yeah. Every single time, because you don't know which picture is gonna be next, like, you go from this one, which is my first one, which is pretty easy, I quite like this, it's like this, just like randomly people standing, and then it switches to like, I don't know, this foot. Why would you do this to me? I would sit in front of my phone and I would audibly gasp. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like this, or this, which is basically the same from a different angle. Like, that's fucked up. But I think I did a honestly really good job. There are some, like, outliers where I'm like, this doesn't look that great. Like, this one is kind of just weirdly squished. This one where I spent too much time on one foot and none at the other. This one's was just, like, weirdly not detailed enough. This thing was hard. It's like got one foot grabbing the other foot. It was crazy. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this. And then I drew this one just now. Here's a person laying down. Don't notice the feet, they're bad. And a Lupin, because I like that guy. Okay, what else? Oh yeah. This is me eating my cereal directly out of the box, in my pajamas, 6 p.m., greased up, because I haven't showered, with my energy drink. So, like, what have you guys been up to? I'm gonna go to school again tomorrow. Honestly, life is kind of good at the moment, which I think I only know this because I had depression yesterday. And I'm scared I'm going back to it. I'm really scared that real talk. I'm really scared that my depression is gonna get worse in the next few days. Mainly because I'm, like, entirely alone. I have friends coming over on the weekend. My brother will be here, too, in a couple days. But I'm just, like, I'm imagining, like, living alone now. Just like, oh, what if this was my, like, everyday? Because I know I wouldn't be meeting people every day outside of school. I would just like be home. And I think that'd be dangerous. I will say though, I'm kind of out of my suicidal ideation. I made a video on that like a long ass time ago, and I don't remember what I said in it, but it'd be probably interesting to compare. But yeah, I'm out of my suicidal ideation now. I'm not healthy, but I'm happier than usual. Yeah. So, like, look at that light. Ah! Sorry, I touched my little tangent. I touched my pillow just now, and it's wet because I did not pee on it. But why would you think that? I spilled Monster on it when I opened it. It like fizzed. Sucks. I'm feeling like this is like the teen life, right? You eat cereal. You eat oh my god, whatever. You eat cereal out of your box, and like sleep all day, skip school, have Monster Energy, draw feed. But no, this kind of showed me that like doing art studies is actually really fun. I'm wearing pants, okay? Don't be weird. That doing art studies is actually incredibly fun. Maybe it was also only fun because I was kind of off the bat quite alright at it. Like, I have no examples of where I'm like, oh, this is so fucked up and I will never draw again. Which that happens when I draw faces. But the thing I haven't tried yet is draw freehand feet from different proportions. I need to exaggerate and differentiate between proportions because most of these is just like, here's my foot. What my foot looks like. Which is something I do a lot, which is kind of my artistic, like, downfall as well. The fact that I'm super lazy with referencing, I will literally only reference myself and my own body, which is why most of my characters are so squishy and, like, thicker. 'Cause that's the way I am, bitch. Look at this. That's crazy, man. Anyway. I touched the wet piece of pillow again. Anyway. I wonder if any of the 28 people that are subscribed to me are also artists. Tell me, you're not watching to here, but if you did, tell me about, like, your hobbies, man. Do you draw? What do you think of the feet I drew? Let me know. Do you live alone? Do you like Drama 9 at 5? This is like I'm trying to advertise something. Do you live alone? Do you like Drama 9 at 5? Are you an artist? Ever considered depression? No. Well, I thought about dyeing my hair black recently, because I feel like that's kind of that's a phase everyone has who dyes their hair where they're like, alright, I'm gonna go black. But, I don't know, I feel kind of scared about it because you can't undo that. You have to really wait until it grows out. And I don't know if I'm like, my hair looks black at the moment, but that's because, like, everything looks really dark. Do you think I could pull it off? Do you think black hair could be me? What about dark blue? I look good from this angle. Don't do that! That post transported me back to 2020. Okay, I have to go kill myself. Don't kill yourself. What else? I don't think there's anything new. I've just been having a lot of fun. I'm really sad, it's kind of like a yin and yang situation. Where, like, you skip school, but you get better at art, which is your true passion. I want to draw more feet, kind of, which is weird to say, because people made it weird. Feet are just another part of the human body. I'm sorry that people jerk it to those. Not my fault. People jerk it to hands, too, but you're not like, oh, let me pixelize my hands and never draw them again. People jerk it to everything, okay? It just so happened that, for some reason, people thought it was really funny that people have foot fetishes, and so... Now it's weird to study feet! I posted to my I'm screaming, but that's fine, no one's here. I posted to my Instagram. I was like, guys, look, I'm, like, doing this feet study instead of sleeping. Isn't that fun? But these look really good and stuff. And then, like, 3 people, like, were like, oh, haha, for, like, the foot fetish people. And I'm like, yeah, it's funny, but, like, oh my god, 3? I started listening to Rob Zombie. He's kind of cool. I think my favorite song by him is What? A lot of people like that one. That's his most popular one on Spotify anyway. And Sick Bubblegum. Sick Bubblegum is good. Being alone in a house that is not an apartment, so I don't share any walls with any other people, is really fun, because that's kind of why I started being awake in the first place, because at like 2 a.m. I was like, I want to listen to Chappelle Run. And you can't quietly listen to wait, it's not Chappelle, it's Chapel. Sorry, I keep doing this. For the longest time, I thought her name was spelled with an E at the end of Chappelle, so I thought it was Chapel. No, wait. Okay. The actual word is chapel. And like not, but I kept thinking it was Chappelle, like kind of like a French thing, because I thought there was an E at the end of it, but that's not. It's Chapel. But you can't quietly listen to Chapel Roan because their music is really good, and it's energetic pop most of the time anyway. Yeah, so it was loud. Someone just texted me on Discord.